Hello and welcome back to my channel, my loves. It is great to see you. I have been out for a bit. My father has pneumonia and then I got an upper respiratory infection. It's just been a long one. So I am so glad to be back here and able to spend some time with you. Thank you if you are returning and welcome if you are new. I'm going to do a general for everyone, all signs. This is a kind of you and your person or your partner vibe to see what they are thinking of you. What is there going to be happening between you, a situation. So if you have somebody in mind you are thinking of, hopefully we can get you some answers. So we are going to go ahead and get started here. And if you do enjoy this, please do like, subscribe, share, all that other great stuff. It helps me with my channel. I do appreciate it very much. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you don't miss other readings. I will be putting up some general readings for each sign as well, should you want that for all around. But let's go ahead and we are going to go ahead and get started here on this. This side is your partner, and this is kind of what is your partner's thoughts with regard to you. These are what are your thoughts rather with regard to your partner. This is what does your partner think about what you're thinking. So kind of how are they feeling that you may be thinking about them. And this is what are you kind of feeling about their thoughts or what they may be thinking about you. And this is how are they going to move towards you? What moves will they be making, or what will they be doing to come towards you if they are? And this is your what you will be doing to come towards them if you will be. This is your challenge card. And this is what you don't see coming. Here we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, so we do see some shifting there. What you don't see coming is some changes. And, you know, for a lot of you, that's probably a good thing. But how will the changes take place? That's what we're here to find out, right? So let's kind of start with you. And we will see what we've got going on here as far as how you're kind of seeing your person. And when I say your person, it's really, you know, whomever you are thinking of. If you don't have a specific person that you've been dealing with, maybe somebody that you're wanting to deal with, that kind of thing. But, and for the challenge here, we do have the Four of Pentacles. So I do feel like you're going to be holding tight to something. Maybe it's going to be a difficulty with letting go, or it could actually be a financial situation here. We'll see how that plays out as we go along for sure. But I see the Three of Swords here. I see the Ace of Wands, and I see the Tower. So I feel like for you all right now, the way you're seeing your person is, I feel like you're seeing them as they've broken your heart. Okay, so whatever's transpired, whatever's been going on, whether they meant to or not, whether it's a temporary thing or whether it's something where you're kind of drawing that conclusion yourself, I do feel like you are feeling like they've broken your heart and that it's really kind of an over situation, a Tower moment. I do feel like with this though, with this Ace of Wands, I don't feel like that is as much your energy as you feel it's theirs. I feel like you kind of feel like they have just taken the power and run with it. So for most intents and purposes, I do feel like you guys, you know, whether it's real or not, I do feel like you have that feeling that they've kind of just, they're done with you, right? Like they may have pulled themselves away from you. They may have said, hey, let's take a break. It may be just something they've said. It may be you've given them an ultimatum and they haven't responded exactly in the way you want, but you pretty much feel that they're done with you, that it's over, you're gutted, shattered, all of that kind of thing. And that's what you're going through. But I do want to caution, for some reason, I'm getting a vibe, okay, and whether that's right or not, I do want to caution that maybe part of it is that you are overreacting at this particular moment, that there's still some conversation left to be had, okay? And I don't know why I have that vibe yet. We still have so many cards to unlock here, but I do feel like part of it is you're jumping to that conclusion that there may be still some conversation to have. So let's see what they're thinking about you, okay? We have the Three of Cups, we have the Magician, and we have the Emperor. Okay, so these are some big cards, right? And I do feel like for them, with the Emperor card, I do feel like that they are really, they're kind of taking an authority situation. They're kind of being in their zone. So this person may be somebody who's really focused on something else in their life, okay? It may be something where they're focused on their work, okay? Or maybe they have something, a big project going on. You know, they're buying a new home, or they're moving, or they're, you know, starting a new business. Something like that may be going on. And they may be so focused on that that they've kind of pushed you to the side a little bit, but it feels like they've pushed you completely away, right? So because they're not prioritizing you as much as you think they should right now, you're taking it as it's completely over. And I don't necessarily know that they feel that way, okay? I feel like right now they're trying to utilize all their tools to get things done. But the thing about trying to use all your tools, even for a magician, is that sometimes, right, you kind of have to balance everything. And that can be a little bit difficult, right? You have to pull some tricks out of your hat, right? And for some people, they see that as you're not being fair, you're not being right, you're being a trickster, okay? And you may be seeing that. You may be thinking, hey, they're up to no good, they're doing things behind my back, they're cheating, they're lying, they're whatever. That's what you're feeling out of it, right? Because they're not responding to you in time, they're not answering you fast enough, they're not doing what they need to be doing, they're saying that they're going to do something and then they don't. So you're thinking they're really up to no good, but really they are on an emperor level, right? Emperors don't play games, okay? They're just really trying to do something good, right? Something good for themselves. I do think that they are, you know, self-propelled here, but I don't think it is the kind of sketchy level that maybe you're thinking, right? So I think really you are kind of drawing a conclusion that may not be there. And I think that, you know, for them, this is like, they don't see you as upset about this. I think that maybe they think that you understand what's going on. And so they think that you are going to be there at the end to celebrate with them, right? That's how they see it. They see like, okay, I'm getting all this stuff in order. I'm doing my business. I'm, you know, trying to keep all of this stuff together. I'm trying to pull some tricks out of my hat. And then, you know, this person, you will be there to kind of celebrate with me, right? In the end, it'll all be a happy, you know, ending for us. And I kind of think that's how they see it. I'm on my emperor game, right? I'm doing my thing, and they'll appreciate that in the end. And you're seeing things totally different. I really think it's a breakdown in communication. That's what I'm seeing here, okay? So let's see going forward if, when we're seeing how you guys are viewing each other a little bit from each other's perspective, if that changes. So let's look at theirs. Here we have the Two of Wands, we have the High Priestess, and we have the Eight of Cups. So this is kind of like looking at each other from, you know, your other perspective here. And on your side, we have the Four of Cups, we have the Moon card, and we have the Chariot card. And this is kind of really the same thing going forward. I really feel like this is continuing on, where you are feeling like you are being left in the dark. There's confusion with you in the Moon. You're not trying to hear anything they're saying. I think that as they go forward, they are wanting to try to communicate with you a little bit, and you are literally not trying to hear it. You feel like they've kind of moved on. You've been left in the dark, confused, not understanding what's going on, what's happening, why. You don't want to hear any of their explanations. You think you've got it all right here in your head. You know what's going on. You think you've figured it out. You've probably even talked to friends and they've really kind of worked you up some too, or maybe you've worked yourself up some. You're maybe an overthinker and you're like, I already know. I know what you're up to. And for them, they're over here like, you know, I have a decision to make because I'm not able to get to them. I'm not able to explain what's happening. They won't let me. They won't hear me, right? They won't listen. You know, I'm really trying to search my soul here to decide what can I do? What do I need to do to give, you know, clarification, to make things right? because I don't feel like I did anything wrong. So do I even want to pursue this anymore because they're shutting me out like I did something wrong and I didn't? Do I just walk away? So I almost feel like you're your own worst enemy here, because you've got a mindset where you're saying, you know what? I don't trust you. I don't believe you. I don't like what's going on. You've already built it up in your head that they've lied to you, or they've cheated on you, or they've done something horrible. They've not prioritized you. They've not picked you. They've broken your heart, and you are just done with it. And they're over here thinking that everything's a-okay, right? There's a miscommunication here. I see a full-blown miscommunication, and now they're at a pivotal point where they're going, you know what? Why am I having to make decisions when I did nothing wrong? Why am I having to choose between my own peace and begging this person, you know, for my peace and happy and joy? You know, I should just walk away. This person doesn't trust me. They don't believe me, and I didn't do anything wrong. I was over here on my emperor game trying to make our lives better in the long run, and they can't even give me 2 seconds of trust, right? So this isn't a good situation right now. So let's see how you're going to move towards them, or they're going to move towards you. See if anything is going to change. Are you going to let them come into you? Are you going to be more open? What's going to happen here? So let's see from your standpoint what you've got going on. You've got the Devil card. You've got the 8 of Swords, and you have the 2 of Pentacles. So from your standpoint, I do feel like you are really just not hearing it, okay? You feel like you are tied to this idea. I really believe that you feel like you're stuck, tied up to this idea. It's, you know, you're under this unclear situation. This Devil card, I feel, is 100% either like that devil on your shoulder, where you have talked yourself into believing that this is just no good for you, or you have a friend or family member, somebody who, you know what, we've all got those friends sometimes that when they're single too, they want you to be single with them, right? Misery loves company. So they may be the one fueling this too. So if you've got a friend that's in your ear, right, that's saying, you know what, they're saying they were doing this, but why didn't they X, Y, or Z? Why didn't they call you back then? Why none of this adds up? No, they're putting all this bug in your ear, right? And then that makes you think, and then that makes you think worse, right? They are compounding all these ideas in your head, making it worse. And I think this is kind of driving that, where you don't want to hear them anymore. You're not allowing them to explain, come into you. And, you know, you're over here trying to balance a little bit how you feel kind of tied up. Like, I want to go to this person. I want this person to explain it to me. I would like to believe this person, but at the same time, I just can't. So I feel like you really are at a crossroads here of deciding, like, do I let them in? Do I not? The question is going to be, are they going to put up with that? Okay, so let's see what they've got going on. They have the King of Cups, King of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. So I do feel like they are feeling stronger than ever. I feel like they are using their head, okay? With that Swords, that King of Swords, they are being very logical and pragmatic. The King of Cups is letting me know that they may be feeling emotional as well, but also, you know, they may be having other people come into them that are saying, you know what, why should you stick around for somebody who doesn't trust you, for somebody who's listening to a friend over you? You may have been with this person for a long time and everything you were doing was right? And this King of Cups is falling under that Emperor card, you know, and that 8 of Cups card. Move away, right? Don't entertain this. Why should you feel like a bad person when everything you were doing was not wrong, right? And the logic here, this is, you know, under your High Priestess card, where it's like you want to get spiritually right here, choosing, you know, with what you have, but at the same time, you've got to be logical. Like, did you do anything to have to beg, you know, this person to, you know, even listen to what you're saying, especially when you have this, you know, 3 of Cups up here, this Emperor card up here, when it appears that everything you were trying to do in the end was really so that you could make a better situation for you all. And this person just took the bad and ran with it. They never even gave you an opportunity to explain, you know, what was going on. they may have been listening to somebody else. And this could even be like, maybe you've got a male friend who's interested in you, right? And so they're using this opportunity left, right, and center to, get in there and put their bug in your ear to keep you away from this person so they get their opportunity with you, right? And they can see this for all it's worth, right? They're not dumb. It's a very smart person. They see that and they're like, no. And, this 8 of Wands makes me feel a little bit like when it's under their decision card, right? They're 2 of Wands, and I feel like they might make a decision that they're just going to move forward with their life. Because you're not giving them an open opportunity, an open space to come in and explain or try to be, open to their, to them in a way that is, I guess, welcoming. We've got you with the Devil card and the Confusion card and the, 4 of Cups not hearing them card. And from jump, you've kind of been like, nope, this is over. It's a Tower moment. It's a heartbreak moment for me and I'm done. And you've kind of stayed with that kind of thematic feeling throughout. So the challenge I see here is the 4 of, Pentacles. And again, that kind of definitely makes sense that you are closed off and tightened down. And that would be something where you are really holding tight to your beliefs, your, everything that you've got, really. It's something where you're holding tight. The Pentacles, maybe, it could be something financially. It's a potential that they're holding financially tight because, maybe they were planning to do something, this could have been a business venture, a home buy, something that they were working on financially for you. And now they're like, no, why would I share this with somebody who doesn't even have an ounce of trust in me? That could be for them what that challenge is. Why would I, open myself up like that? But for you, I feel it's more of an emotional investment where you're trying to hold tight to that because you don't want to open yourself up to them. You've really just shut it down. And again, I do feel like here, with what you don't see coming, it is the shift, the pick up the swords and go, the change, the change in direction and the shift. And I think you are going to see that while you're sitting here, making this like, oh, what do I do? I still have feelings for this person, but I also have, this distrust in my head or in my ear or whatever. I feel really bound up, like I can't make a decision. While you're sitting there overthinking the problem or thinking too much or shutting them out and not allowing them to really get into you, they're making a whole directional change and they're going to be gone. So I really do feel like, if there is something that you really want to hang on to here at all, that you really want to salvage, you really, really, really need to change what you're doing here. You really need to be open with this person. You need to have better communication with this person. Allow them to have their say. And for whatever, reason that you are allowing this devil energy, okay? And whether that's your own personal devil on your shoulder inside your head talking to you, or whether this is a person who might have their own agenda or a friend that, just wants to talk you down, whatever it may be, you need to shut that out and kind of be more pragmatic, more realistic and say, I'm going to at least listen objectively, see what we've got going on here, and then make a decision because otherwise this person is really going to say no. And I really feel like this person is a, emperor energy type of person. And, down here, they are showing, as before they take off and move forward, they're showing King of Cups and King of Swords energy. So I do feel like they had good intentions for whomever or whatever they have going forward. So if this is a person that you really do have, feelings for and strong affinity to, you may want to kind of change up how you're addressing them right now if you're really kind of shutting them out, because they are not one to play the hard to get game or chase game. That's not in their repertoire. Okay. So I hope this helped you. If it did, please do like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, all that other great stuff. And let me know in the comments if you are dealing with something like this, or you have somebody in your ear who's really giving it ago to try to keep you apart from somebody, your person. And I hope to see you back very soon. Bye.